In this video, outlines show how the Interoperability Journal portal works. This is the main interface of the Interoperability portal, in which we place the journal logo and the date of the day in the upper left corner. In the upper right corner, access to social networks and buttons to register a new user and access if you are already a registered user. Next, we have access buttons to secondary screens, such as About the Journal, Publication Rules, Current Edition, Previous Editions, and Contact US, which we will see later. In the center of the screen, the 9 lines of research are shown, with brief information about them, a basic registration form for a new reader, where he or she are asked to write down first name, last name, email address, and identification card number. At the end of the page, the section of our allies stands out, where we have UniEXME, Generalissimo Sebastian Francisco de Miranda Open International University, ULAC, the Latin American and Caribbean University, Cardano Confederation, and Fun and Tech. This secondary screen Learn More About Our Journal tells us a little about the Interoperabilidad Journal, its purpose, objective, scope, and periodicity. The following secondary screen, Publication Rules, shows the journal's publication standards, explaining to the reader the parameters used to prepare the articles according to their respective lines of research. Next, the secondary screen Current Edition shows the cover of the journal, its September 2024 edition. On the right side, we find the prologue, titles of 3 articles, and their authors included in this edition, each one with a link to their respective article. The prologue, written by Ulises Barreiro, CEO of Mithrander from Argentina, expresses the importance of the journal in times of growth of the Cardano blockchain. The first article, presented by Professor Felix Davila, tells us about software architecture in the interoperability of blockchain platforms. We advance to the next secondary screen, Previous Editions, where a simulation of how they will be presented later when new editions of the journal are published is shown. Its covers will be displayed, and there will be links to its content and the articles it contains. The last secondary screen of the main portal of the journal, Contacts Us, takes us to the contact telephone numbers, the office address, and its geographical location. Next, we advance to the main portal of the journal using the Start Session button to enter as a reader user. It is the most basic user of the platform, writing the email and password. There are 3 external profiles and 3 internal profiles. The external profiles are the reader user, researcher, and referee. The internal profiles are administrator, editorial coordinator, and editorial committee, depending on the role within the system. It has access to pre-established pages, actions, and functions. To show the different functionalities of the Interoperability Journal platform, in this video, we lines alternate between the different profiles, and some internal operational functions will be shown, such as approval of applicants, reception, and approval of proposed publications, and some notifications. Once the reader user registers, the system will ask them to complete their personal information, and then enter the system with the reader profile. We now access with the administrator user. We can see the administrator profile in the upper right corner. On the left side, you can see a header that shows the available balance in AUDOS because it is linked to the connected wallet, which belongs to the user who is connected. On the left side, there is a menu with access to Current Edition, Previous Editions, Referees, Applications, Applications Made, Approved, and the Exit label. Still from the administrator profile, on this screen, we see the display of a mini screen on the right side. There you can see the link with the wallet, where the NAMI is in green, indicating that it is active. You can also see the other wallets that will have functionality of connection in the future, and the exit label. When the user completes their review activity with the administrator profile and tries to exit the system, him receives a notification to disconnect their wallet if it is active. Continuing with the administrator profile, we see he can change his password by clicking on the Change Password label. Once clicked, it displays a pop-up window with the form showing the options to perform said management. Once the password has been changed, a screen opens showing the correct password update. Once the action is carried out, the system will send a notification to the user's email indicating said change. If the user doesn't remember their access code, and it is necessary to recover the password, it can be done through this screen.